Here's something most people get completely wrong about watermelon. They think it's basically just water and sugar, a summer treat that tastes good but doesn't really do anything for your health. Just empty calories wrapped in a red shell. But what if I told you that eating watermelon regularly could lower your blood pressure, reduce muscle soreness, improve your heart health, protect your skin from sun damage, and even support your kidney function? And we're not talking about eating buckets of it. We're talking about a reasonable amount that fits into a normal, healthy diet. Stick with me for the next few minutes because by the end of this video, you're going to look at watermelon completely differently. This isn't just a refreshing snack. It's a nutritional powerhouse hiding in plain sight. Let's start with what happens in the first few days when you start eating watermelon regularly. The most immediate effect? Hydration. And I know that sounds obvious, but most people seriously underestimate how dehydrated they actually are. Watermelon is about 92% water. That's one of the highest water contents of any food. When you eat watermelon, you're not just getting liquid. You're getting water that's naturally packed with electrolytes like potassium and magnesium. These minerals help your body actually absorb and use that water more effectively than if you were just drinking plain water. Within 24 to 48 hours of eating watermelon regularly, people notice they feel more energized, less sluggish, and their skin looks better. That's hydration working at the cellular level. Your body needs water for literally every function: digestion, circulation, temperature regulation, brain function, everything. But here's where it gets interesting. Watermelon also contains something called citrulline, an amino acid that your body converts into arginine. And arginine does something really important. It helps produce nitric oxide, which relaxes and dilates your blood vessels. After about a week of eating watermelon regularly, your blood pressure starts improving. Studies have shown that people who eat watermelon regularly see measurable drops in blood pressure, both systolic and diastolic. We're talking about real clinical improvements, not just theoretical benefits. And this matters for everyone, but especially as we age. High blood pressure is called the silent killer for a reason. You don't feel it, but it's quietly damaging your heart, your brain, your kidneys. Watermelon helps keep that pressure in check naturally without medication. Now let me ask you something. How many of you eat watermelon regularly, not just occasionally in summer? Drop a comment and let me know. I'm curious if people realize how beneficial this fruit actually is. Let's jump ahead to the 2 to 3 week mark. This is where your cardiovascular system really starts saying thank you. That citrulline we talked about? It's not just lowering blood pressure. It's improving your overall circulation. Better circulation means your heart doesn't have to work as hard to pump blood through your body. It means oxygen and nutrients get delivered to your cells more efficiently. It means waste products get removed faster. Everything works smoother when your circulation is good. Athletes have known about this for years. That's why you see watermelon juice at sporting events and in gyms. The citrulline helps with blood flow to muscles, which improves performance and reduces fatigue. But you don't have to be an athlete to benefit from this. Even if you're just walking, doing housework, or playing with grandkids, better circulation makes everything easier. You feel less tired, you recover faster, your body just works better. After about a month of regular watermelon consumption, your muscle recovery improves noticeably. This is especially important for older adults, but it matters for everyone. When you use your muscles, whether through exercise, work, or daily activities, tiny damage occurs. That's normal. Your body repairs it, and that's how you get stronger. But that repair process requires resources. It requires amino acids, antioxidants, hydration, and anti-inflammatory compounds. Watermelon provides all of these. Studies have shown that people who eat watermelon after physical activity experience less muscle soreness and faster recovery compared to those who don't. That post-workout stiffness you feel the next day? Watermelon helps reduce that. And when you're not as sore, you're more likely to stay active. It's a positive cycle that keeps you moving and feeling good. At the 2-month mark, something really interesting starts happening with your skin. Watermelon is loaded with lycopene, the same compound that makes tomatoes red. And lycopene is one of nature's most powerful antioxidants for skin protection. Lycopene helps protect your skin from UV damage. Now that doesn't mean you can skip sunscreen. Nothing replaces sunscreen. But eating watermelon regularly gives your skin an extra layer of internal protection against sun damage. It's like adding a shield from the inside out. People who eat lycopene-rich foods regularly tend to have healthier, more resilient skin. Less sun damage means fewer wrinkles, less dark spots, lower risk of skin cancer. And watermelon delivers lycopene in a form that's easy for your body to absorb. Watermelon also contains vitamin C, which helps your body produce collagen. Collagen is the protein that keeps your skin firm and elastic. As we age, collagen production slows down. That's why skin starts sagging. But vitamin C helps maintain that production, keeping your skin looking healthier longer. After 3 to 6 months of eating watermelon regularly, your kidney function gets support. Your kidneys are these incredible filters that clean your blood 24/7. They remove waste, balance fluids, regulate blood pressure. But they need water to do their job effectively. Watermelon's high water content helps flush toxins through your kidneys. It keeps things moving, prevents mineral buildup, and reduces the risk of kidney stones. People who stay well hydrated have significantly lower rates of kidney problems compared to those who don't. And here's a bonus: watermelon is naturally low in sodium but high in potassium. That balance is perfect for kidney health. Too much sodium stresses your kidneys. Potassium helps counteract that and keeps your kidneys functioning smoothly. Now, before we go any further, let me pause for a second. If you're finding this valuable, if you're learning things about watermelon you never knew, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. We're building a community here at the Comeback Years for people who want real, practical health information that works. No hype, no miracle cures, just honest, science-backed tips about everyday foods that make a real difference. So subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's keep learning together. All right, let's keep going. After 6 months to a year of eating watermelon regularly, the long-term benefits really start adding up. Your risk of developing heart disease decreases. Remember that lycopene we talked about for skin? It also protects your cardiovascular system. Lycopene reduces oxidation of cholesterol. When cholesterol oxidizes, it becomes more likely to stick to artery walls and form plaques. Those plaques narrow your arteries and increase heart attack and stroke risk. But lycopene helps prevent that oxidation, keeping your arteries cleaner and healthier. Studies have shown that people who eat lycopene-rich foods regularly have significantly lower rates of heart disease. We're talking about substantial, measurable reductions in risk. And watermelon is one of the best sources of bioavailable lycopene you can eat. Your eye health gets protection too. Watermelon contains beta-carotene and vitamin A, both crucial for vision. These compounds help protect your retinas from damage and reduce the risk of age-related eye problems like macular degeneration. Vision is one of those things we take completely for granted until it starts declining. Protecting your eyes now with foods like watermelon could save you from serious problems down the road. Let's talk about practical stuff for a minute. How do you actually make watermelon a regular part of your diet? Because it's big, it's messy, and it seems like a lot of work compared to grabbing an apple or banana. Here's what works. Buy pre-cut watermelon chunks if the whole melon is too much. Most grocery stores sell them. Yeah, it costs a bit more, but if that's what gets you to actually eat it, it's worth it. Keep them in the fridge in a container you can just grab from. Or cut up a watermelon at the beginning of the week and store it in containers. It stays fresh for several days. Make it easy to access. If you have to do work to eat it, you won't eat it consistently. Some people worry about the sugar in watermelon. And yes, watermelon contains natural sugar. But it's also 92% water, which means the actual sugar concentration per serving is pretty low. 1 cup of watermelon has about 9 grams of sugar. That's less than a banana. And unlike processed sugar, the sugar in watermelon comes packaged with water, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Your body processes it completely differently. Unless you have diabetes or another condition requiring strict sugar monitoring, watermelon is not going to spike your blood sugar dangerously. In fact, watermelon has a relatively low glycemic load despite having a high glycemic index. That means it doesn't raise blood sugar as much as the glycemic index number might suggest. The high water content dilutes the impact. Here's a question I want you to think about. What's the easiest healthy food you could add to your routine right now? For a lot of people, it's watermelon, especially in summer when it's cheap, abundant, and at peak flavor. Let me share something personal. I started eating watermelon regularly about 8 months ago, not huge amounts, just a couple cups most days, and the changes were more noticeable than I expected. My afternoon energy is way more stable. I used to hit this wall around 3 p.m. where I'd feel drained and foggy. Now I eat watermelon mid-afternoon, and I stay clear and energized through the evening. My skin looks better, less dry, more even tone, and I just feel more hydrated overall, which affects everything from my mood to my digestion. I'm not saying watermelon is some magic cure-all, but it fixed things I didn't even realize were problems. And it was so easy to add that there was literally no reason not to do it. Now let's address some common questions. Doesn't watermelon make you bloated? For most people, no. The high water content actually helps reduce bloating by flushing out excess sodium. But if you eat a massive amount at once, you might feel overly full. Moderation is key. Can I eat watermelon at night? Sure, unless you're sensitive to eating close to bedtime. Some people find the water content means more bathroom trips at night. Experiment and see what works for you. What about seedless versus seeded watermelon? Nutritionally, they're basically the same. Seedless is more convenient. Seeded varieties sometimes have slightly better flavor, but the health benefits are identical. Is watermelon rind edible? Yes. The white part between the red flesh and green skin is actually really nutritious. It's high in citrulline, even more than the red part. You can pickle it, blend it into smoothies, or stir fry it. Most people throw it away, but you're tossing out some of the best nutrients. Before we wrap up, I want you to think about this. What's one simple change you could make today that your body would still be thanking you for a year from now? For me, it was watermelon. For you, maybe it's the same. Or maybe it's something else. But the point is, health doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Sometimes the most powerful changes come from the simplest choices. And eating watermelon regularly? That's about as simple and delicious as healthy habits get. Here's my challenge to you. Eat watermelon 4 to 5 times a week for the next 30 days. Not huge amounts, just a reasonable serving. Pay attention to how you feel. Notice your energy, your hydration, your skin, your recovery after activity. I'm willing to bet you'll notice positive changes. And if you do, come back and let me know in the comments. I want to hear your stories. And if you're serious about building a healthier life with simple, proven habits that don't require a PhD to understand, then you absolutely need to subscribe to the Comeback Years. We're not here to sell you expensive supplements or complicated meal plans. We're here to show you that real health is simpler than the wellness industry wants you to believe. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join a community of people who are done with the hype and ready to actually take care of themselves, because your health matters. And small daily choices like eating watermelon add up to massive results over time. All right, that's it for today. Go grab some watermelon. Your body's gonna thank you. And I'll see you in the next one.